Hi everyone, it's Saturday the 23rd, and as you can see I've got the net pulled back. I've got my net out, and I thought I would do something a bit different and sort of take you through the ride of a bit of a spring, not clean, but a spring check. Now I don't want to sort of make a big deal of this, but because I need to get this done. I have said that this fish here is looking pinky. I've come in today, one day later, and it looks a little bit better. I don't know why that is, whether it's the light, but anyway, I'm not going to dilly-dally. It's coming out again. I've got my little card ready to take the scrapes. I've got the bowl ready to put it in. I'm going to take a few more out. There's got a few race scales and stuff. There's a couple of ones I've mentioned for the past couple of months. I've got my cork mat out that I will put there, and I will take them, you know, once I get this koi out, because the koi don't need any, there's no, even though it's got some veining and stuff like that, there's nothing on there that I need to sort of put cleaner on or anything like that, or put any propolis on or any antibac or anything. So that's just going to come out into the bowl, take a scrape. I've got my slides already and prepped, so it's all about preparation for this type of stuff. The microscope is ready to go over here. I've made, you know, to put this little hook, this little stand on there. I've got my chair there, so it's a nice height to work with. So it's a nice environment, because it'll probably take me about 10-15 minutes for a couple of scrapes. I'm going to really go to town on that fish, and really study the slide. What I've done as well, because it's about 10 degrees out, it's quite cold actually. It's been mild of late, the last week or two, but it has gone for a bit of a cold snap again. But currently it's 16.7 in here, and it's 16.3 there, and it's 16.6, 16.3. Now the exciting thing is, what I'm really happy about, I've just noticed, I thought, right, while I'm in here for a good hour or two, I'm going to test the air source heat pump out, really test it out now. It's only like 9-10 degrees outside. It is sunny, so it should hopefully capture quite a bit of heat. And what I'm pleased to report so far, I've got the tube a bit higher up, so I'm going to measure the in temperature against the out temperature and try and get and balance the valve here, so I can set about a 1.5 degree difference between the two, so I know whereabouts to have it. Now on flow rate, I think I've got it to about there, and that turns a pond over every hour. So I want to be turning this pond over every hour, plus also maximising that temperature differential. So I'm going to play about with that after I've done the scrapes and done a bit of, yeah, there's another one, that shower's coming out. Even though them scales looking better. There's a couple of raised scales on this side, so I'm going to, you know, sedate that, give the scales a rub and a bit, because they'll most likely come out. There may be some scales lost, because normally it's at the actual root tip of the scale, and if you don't get that out, guys, it's just gonna, I know it's a pain, but if that doesn't come out, then it's just going to stay there, because there's probably something wrong at the end of the tip of the scale. It's almost like having a hair follicle, and then you've got a problem with the hair follicle, like ingrowing, and you're getting, like, you know, it's just always a bit grimy and never sorts itself out. And until you get that hair out, or scale out in this case, and deal with it and clean that area, it'll probably take ages to heal. So that's what I'm dealing with that one. And there's that one as well, it's got a little one on, and then that one there, the Kohaku, it's got a couple of what look like I call little burnt scales at the back. When I had nitrite and ammonia issues last autumn. And then this Shintaro, that one's got some raised scales on this side as well, so that's coming out. Then apart from that, that's probably it. But isn't it a bugger how that one looks better today? Now the interesting thing is, it's not showing no signs of lethargy or scraping or on the, you know, flashing or anything like that. It's not done any of that. So I have been reluctant to get it out again. However, it's spring and I want to go into the season flying. So this, when I came in here about 15 minutes ago, that was showing 16.3. That's risen 4 degrees. That's risen, according to the STC 1000 timer, 3 degrees. According to the Cactoily, that's risen 0.3. So that's telling me that on a 10 degrees day, that air source heat pump is doing really well. So yeah, I want to see how quick I can raise the temperature. I mean, my brain's telling me that at 1.5 degrees, turning over every hour, at 600 watts drawing power off that, this should take about an hour to raise 1.5–2 degrees. That's what I'm thinking. So yeah, so let's see. So what I've done, that was actually set to 16 when I came in, and it wasn't on. I've turned it obviously up to 17, and it's going to raise the temperature to 17 and probably cost me about 600 watts for about an hour, and then obviously maintain that. So like I say, over the next few weeks I want to get up to 24 degrees in here and then start feeding them for 5 months. But I've got to, like I say, they're going to get a good MOT today, a good MOT, a good once over, scraping a few koi, treating a few koi, getting them back in. Hopefully that's it then, leave them to it. I'm not going to touch them again or get them out. If I find parasites, then obviously I'll be back in a bit. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to chuck the camera in the background somewhere and just record, and then I will cut it into probably a 20, 25, 30 minute video. So on that note, I've got to try and find a suitable area. I ain't got a lot of space in my greenhouse. I have, it's quite big. But with stuff like this, where you get a good viewing angle, it is difficult. I am nervous for having this net rolled back. Isn't it strange? A lot of people would think that this is adequate and everything, but I've got to remember that last autumn, when I had this pond set up, that Karashigoi, my lovely prize fish, freaking jumped out, and I'm just nervous that something's going to happen. But anyway, I'm in. If it does, I'm in. So yeah, you've got to get set up with this type of stuff, get prepared, because otherwise you've got the net out, things can happen if you're not aware, and you're thumbling about and you've got a fish in a bowl and you're walking out or going back up to your home, your house, or a shed or something like that. You've got to try and get everything around you. So what you're doing is here. Right, enough of that waffle. I will hopefully be back talking when I've got the final, I don't know, 16.7 now. Woohoo! Get in. 16.8 now. Wow, that's oh, I'm impressed now, because I was worried. So anyway, I'm impressed now because that's risen 4–5 degrees already. So this will soon be knocking off on 17. Brilliant. So it gives me a bit of hope now that I might be able to get up to 24 degrees and maintain it without costing me too much, and getting these fish, because what these are going to need after being treated is a bit of heat, a bit of warmth, you know, to get healed. So anyway, on that note, let me find a spot. I don't know where, but because I'm on a tripod, but I will do my best. I don't know whether here will be a good spot, and also I've got my tripod, and that has got to kind of be running as well. I don't know whether that's a good view or not, but anyway, cracking on. Now, if you can hear me, I don't like doing this type of thing. It's always not nice, I don't think, taking fish out. They don't like it, it stresses them even more, so only do it if you really need to. This one in particular is an absolute animal in terms of it likes to bloody jump, and it is powerful, really powerful fish. Really powerful fish. So I'm not going to tell you how to suck eggs and how to get a fish out, but you basically scoop it up, you get a really wide big net, because that's the easiest. Nice big wide net, and you get a sock. It is it is easier if you've got some help as opposed to me on my own. I was going to get my son to help me. So the koi is in the sock. Like I say, it's not easy when you're in a confined space as well. As you can see, it's an absolute powerful fish. So what you want to do is just keep nice and calm, slow movements, things like that, and then have a look over it. Inspect the fish, look underneath its belly, things like that. Like I say, it's got some reddening on its dorsal, but apart from the veining, it looks, decent. There's no ulcers, nothing down its lateral line. Its eyes are okay, its fins are okay. But it's just that veining. I'm just going to keep it in it in a minute. I've not sedated it because I'm not treating it. I want to get a scrape. Last time I did it in the bowl at the pond side. So I'm just going to spin it around a bit just to disorientate it a little bit. And then I will spin it upside down, get the scrape I want for one of the slides, and then I'll do it again and get two. Seems quite calm now, see? Calms down a bit. And then what they do, they bloody go and do something and then frighten the hell out of you. I'm just going to flip it upside down, have a look at its belly and hopefully get a scrape of its belly first. So inspect its belly, make sure there's no ulcers on the joints of the fin to the body, things like that. So here we go. That's its belly on one side of the actual card, and then the other one I'm just going to lightly go across the top and its sides. On the top of its body, on the actual dorsal fin where it attaches to the body, the skin does, the scales do feel a little bit soft, so yeah, around the top end there. So I'm not really sure whether to get the cleaner out on that and just give it a wipe, and then just a bit of anti-bac, which I might do while I've got it out. So I'm going to get a scrape off the top of its head now. It's got some mucus there. I'm going to go down this side, and then I'm going to go down the side of where the gills. Go. There you go, I've got loads of mucus there now. Plenty of mucus. Yeah, I'm not really sure with that. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a cotton pad why it's nice and clean, calm. And this is where you have to have everything to hand, because you don't know what you're going to do once you've got it out. I've got some cleaner. I'm just going to get a dab of cleaner, soak the cotton pad, and then just give it a light down that dorsal. And then I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to hold it out of the water a bit while the dorsal's showing out. I've got the antibac, I'm just giving it a couple of sprays of antibac while I've got it out. There we go. The actual fins now, I don't know if you can see the fish there, I don't think you can, but it's turned yellow on the top there. And then return it back to the pond once that's dried a little bit. Got a bit more propolis, so I think I'm going to put some propolis on this back end where I've missed. And there we go, that's the first fish. And I'm basically going to go over all of them. Well, the 4 ones that are showing anything I need to do this to, and then the ones that will come out, they'll get scraped, and that'll probably be about 50% of the fish by the time I'm done. And then we'll see whether we get in any parasites. Beautiful fish. And I'm going to get it towards my body and then back in the water. That's one done. Right. Right, prepping the slide now. So what you want is the mucus. I'm going to take a look at the belly first. So there's a mucus from the belly. So I'm prepping that slide first. Here's the actual cover slide. So what I do, I get the mucus in position, I chop it a little bit just to move it around the slide. And sometimes what I do, because the big slides, I sometimes get 2 covers. In fact, I do get 2 covers, so I get a bigger area, so I'm not wasting mucus. So there's that, and then obviously you just want a drop of water. Because what you want to create channels in the actual mucus, if you can, because that's where you get the likes of costia swimming around. Fluke and things like that are so easy to see at 10 times magnification at the basic level, but costia you might need to go to 1040. There's the cover slide. Oh, that wind. And there's the second cover slide. And that's the slide. Now we are going to go over here. Sorry about this, I hope you can see what's going off. You're going to see the back of my head, I think. But right, eyes down, and this is the process for one fish, and this will probably at the end of that actually, and then I'll cut in at the end and show you what I've come up with. A bit nervous of the net again. So I'm just going to keep an eye out and listen. Get it in position, and what I like to do, I like to start off on low magnification and basically scan the perimeter of your slide. So go all around the edges systematically from one starting point all the way around the perimeter to the end, and then I get to the end and then I start again going from, I go left to right, left to right, left to right, left to right, all the way like a snake, like snakes and ladders, all the way to the top, and then I know I scanned the whole lot. And then what I do in between that, actually, once I've done the parameters, I quickly do a scan of the whole everywhere. I just scan over, see if I can see anything, and at that point you normally pick up fluke because they're really easy. And then I do the parameters, and then also while I'm doing it, there is a zoom in, and like you can zoom through your focus and go through levels. I do that as well. So let me just get this. Oh, sorry. I think we're in there. Right, this is on 10 times now, 10 times magnification. Could do this a bit higher. So what you want to do first is basically zoom in and then start scanning round. You'll see black rings like ringos, like rings, they are just air bubbles. So at the minute, like I say, what I do is the focus on this side, I focus in and out through the scrape, and on the right side I'm moving. So I'm just going to go first to the parameters and go through the whole slide. So I can see the end of the glass there. I'm going to scan the edge quite quickly, because this is where you can quickly pick up. If you've got fluke, gill or skin, you will see it at this point. No doubt about it. Into the next cover slide now. So what you'll see thickening, you'll see thickness, thickening where it looks like snot. That's obviously the thick mucus, and then in between that's where you cut it up and you'll see pockets of water. It's in those pockets where you'll see the costia if you've got it, because they're free swimming and obviously because in the thicker stuff they'll be getting caught up within the actual mucus disguising them. Nothing so far. nothing at all. Right, that's the parameter done. So I'm just going to flash over the middles, the left to right, like I said, quickly, see if I can see any movement. So I scroll, stop, scan, scroll, stop, scan. And what you're looking for is any movement at all. So I'm scroll, I've stopped, I'm looking. Scroll, stop, looking, zoom in, zoom out, have a quick look. Right, looking clear for the belly. And I'm at the very end now. Right, I'm going to go up. Magnification, and this is where it gets more difficult with your concentration. So you zoom in, and now I'm going to go a little bit slower. Lots and lots of little dots everywhere. That's perfectly normal. There's just organics all over it, little bits of specks and all sorts. But what you're looking for is movement. I mean, the way I've done this slide, it's technically two, but I've got two covers on there and spread it out more. I'm into a good area now, so I'm going to try going up. I mean, this one I find very difficult to use. At the very high level, I find difficult to use, if I'm honest with you. Yeah, I really struggle with that one. Now this is clean. I'm into a nice water area now. No, nothing. Nothing at all from that one. I'm going to prep the other one. No, try my hardest there, guys. That's let's have a look. So yeah, it's quite tiring. It's really quite tiring doing scrapes, so I'm going to do that with a few koi. Yeah, who knows with that one then. Hopefully some warmth. We'll get to that one. There's 16.9 now, 17 on this one. So the air source heat pump has risen this about 1 degree now in about 40 minutes, 30 minutes, which is awesome. So I'll cut in the end of this what my final assumptions are or whatever, but looking like one koi now is clean. I did it a couple of weeks ago, it was clean. So it's a case of now getting the other ones out, giving them one scrape with one cover slide for each one. Quick, hopefully they're all clear, and then make an evaluation after that. And I'll probably put that up on the next video. So thanks for watching. I hope that's been of some use, and it's showing a bit more type of hands-on, but like I say, do it systematically for each fish, and then you've done it for spring, and then do it again in autumn. So on that note, see you on the next one. Please hit the like button. If you haven't hit the like button, well, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you have subscribed already, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye from me and bye from them.